What is going on, guys? And today I've got you a brand new FIFA 18 trading method. This one is really good. We've actually got 3 methods today. So we've got an inform method, so you're looking at about 11 to 12,000 coins for that one. And then we've got a couple of cheaper methods for all of you with maybe lower budgets, or those of you who want to try cheaper methods at the moment. If you do enjoy, make sure to drop a like down below. And if you are new around here, make sure you are subscribed so you never miss a video. And if you haven't already, turn on notifications so you know exactly when I post, and you can do these methods as soon as they're out when they're working really well. Now, without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first method we are looking at, guys, is the MLS. Now, obviously, recently, they've actually had the SBC for their league. So, obviously, every league, obviously, it happened last FIFA where you get every league gets their own SBC. One of their sort of better players gets to get an SBC card, which is usually really good. Now, last year, obviously, the Premier Leagues was Harry Kane, and then this year we've got players like Moore for the Championship, and for MLS, they've got Giovinco. Now, he's got a very, very nice card, and along with the MLS one, the Calcio A one was released the other day. Now, this has only slightly basically upped the price of the cheapest players in the MLS. So all you're going to want to do is be picking up MLS players, anything under about 450 coins, sell them on for 600, and it's a decent and it's quite a simple method. It's working at the moment, and it probably should work all the way till the end of FIFA, obviously, because this method is based on that SBC. That SBC is out for the rest of FIFA. Similar to anything based on an icon method, because it's a permanent SBC, you can pretty much guarantee that it's going to work for the rest of FIFA, which is really good because that means you can do this method whenever you want. If you don't have the time to do it now, you can come back to a week later, go and do the method. So if you're watching this video and you're on holiday, or you don't have the time, or you're doing mocks, you've got exams, you can't do the method tonight, you can do it in a week's time. It doesn't make too much of a difference because it will always work for you guys. Now, some of these players I was picking up for 450, 350, and there were loads of them available for 350, 400, and I still managed to sell all of them on for 600. Now, I don't know why that is, but they were so easy to sell on, so you don't need to worry about losing any coins on this method. It's a very simple one, very easy, and it worked really well for me. So make sure you try this one out as soon as you can, but obviously, as I've said, you have all the time in the world to do it because it's available for the rest of FIFA. Now, as you can see, all of the players I sold on, they actually went for 500 coins, but I picked some of them up for 350, so it's a very decent profit there. Now, moving on to the next filter, we're actually looking at a player, I can't pronounce his name, I think it's Milavelic or something like that. Awful pronunciation there, but he came out the other day as an inform, and you can snipe him for about 12,000 coins, possibly 11 depending on how lucky you are. We found some insane snipes of this guy, and we just missed quite a few of them, which is a bit of a shame. I spent about 15 to 20 minutes sniping him, and I did get 2 14Ks, as you can see here. These were basically the first ones I actually came up against, but afterwards, after the clip of this, I missed a 11, I missed a 12. It was just because so many people were picking them up that were a lot faster than me, and also with this method, because it's so close to the minimum buy now for informs, I believe that bots would have also been sort of sniping them away from me. So obviously bots are something you might have to worry about with this method. However, I sold them both bomb for 15k, so that's a decent profit there. And obviously after EA tax, that's about 300 to 400 coins, but that's very decent and it wasn't too hard. And obviously both of them, that's almost a 1k profit between the two of them, and I picked them up very, very quickly. So the last method, guys, we are looking at is actually a marquee matchups method. So this one will only work over the next couple of days, and after that it will probably lower a bit, so you might be wanting to pick up the cards rather than picking them up for 500 and selling them for 600. You might want to pick them up for 400 and sell them on for 500. So it will still work a little bit, just not as much. Obviously at the moment it's very easy to pick these up and get a decent profit off of them because of the marquee matchups. I probably spent about 2 to 3 minutes doing this method, not even very long, and I actually managed to pick up like 3 or 4 cards, sort of very, very quickly. I did get beat by a lot of people on a lot of cards. That's probably why I didn't get a huge amount. Obviously this was probably 5 minutes after the marquee matchups released. I was doing these. Obviously I did release a marquee matchups video, I think it was yesterday, and I was doing them sort of literally as soon as it was sort of announced, and I did all there, made the video, and then after I'd finished that video, I then came back and tried all the other filters that were available. This was the only other one that I could find that was working really easily, and this was the one where I just kept getting beat. I think it was because I was so quick to do it after the marquee matchups was released. So if you wait sort of, well, the marquee matchup maybe has 2 to 3 days left, you should be alright to to sort of snipe these players and actually pick up quite a lot of them, and all of them obviously once again sold on for a decent profit, so I was quite happy with that. Now if you haven't seen my other marquee matchups video, make sure to check that out. That was yesterday. That has all the best methods from this marquee matchup, and it also explains which ones have what sort of price bracket. So if you do want to check that and maybe have some higher price bracket methods, make sure you do that, because those methods were really good as well. Now if you have enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you drop a like down below and subscribe if you are new around here. Obviously we do trading methods every day, and we also do SBCs, and sometimes I even do squad builders. So if you are interested in stuff like that, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.